with us every morning, so thanks for being here. Matt Brickman will be back next week, so you're stuck with me for today and tomorrow. Let's get you started with today's weather. Katie Steiner's been very busy in the WCCO Weather Center because of this. This is live radar as of 7:30 this morning, so if you're watching this later in the day, those storms will have continued marching towards Minneapolis, but you can see this is a big line, and these are some serious storms too. Heavy rain, potential for hail coming through, Katie tells us. This storm system is expected to arrive in the metro area. Obviously, it'll start coming at you out towards the west first, but it should be arriving late this morning, early this afternoon. Next 2 days, you're going to have the effects of that humidity. Storms are going to be lingering all afternoon, throughout the night. Chance for rain overnight in Katie's forecast. But boy, tomorrow the humidity is around, the heat goes to 90, and then buckle up for the weekend if you have plans. Just be aware. We know how to handle the heat here in Minnesota, right? We like it cold, we like it hot, we like it all here, so be ready for that this weekend. A lot of people are already talking about this story on Facebook. The St. Louis Park City Council has decided they will no longer say the Pledge of Allegiance before meetings. The change was approved unanimously. The vote was 5-0. So this goes into effect on the first pledgeless meeting on July 15th, one council member said. The move was intended to create a more welcoming environment to a diverse community. But we'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Most communities in the metro area, according to a Star Tribune survey on this, most communities do say the pledge before meetings. St. Paul does, Wayzata. Minneapolis does not, Edina does not, but St. Louis Park saying they want to be more welcoming. Will you miss it? Do you think they're missing the mark here, or do you think this is a nice move? Share your thoughts on Facebook. Already our post on this has seen incredible feedback. You can imagine people are not that thrilled with it. So we'll read through some of that in just a moment. Round one is done. Tonight, round two of the Democratic presidential debates in Miami last night. First 10 candidates tried to make their case for the White House in between technical difficulties from NBC News. Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar, Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren on stage. They debated immigration, healthcare, foreign policy. Klobuchar also threw out a President Donald Trump-related beer zinger.
The president literally went on TV, on Fox, and said that people's heads would spin when they see how much he would bring down pharmaceutical prices. Instead, 2,500 drugs have gone up in double digits since he came into office. Instead, he gave $100 billion in giveaways to the pharma companies. For the rest of us, for the rest of America, that's what we call at home, all foam and no beer.
Klobuchar got big applause when she countered the governor of Washington. At one point, Jay Inslee said he was the only candidate who has passed a law protecting women's access to contraception. Senator Klobuchar responded that there were 3 women on the stage who have fought pretty hard for a women's right to choose. Not surprising, President Donald Trump was watching, and guess what? He loved it. Oh, wait, he tweeted 30 minutes in, boring. It's pretty, I mean, come on. Whatever you think, like, that's good stuff. He also called out NBC and MSNBC. They had some microphone difficulties, some technical issues during the debate. And of course, the president took his shot, calling them a fake news operation. All right, here's who will be on stage tonight. These are more the front runners so far anyway. Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders, Kamala Harris, Mayor Pete Buttigieg, some of the big names on stage for night 2 of the debates. G20 Summit kicks off today in Osaka, Japan, and President Donald Trump arrived early this morning ahead of the summit with leaders of 9 countries. Trade, Iran, North Korea, all that going to be on the agenda. Tomorrow, President Trump will hold his first formal meeting with Vladimir Putin since their summit in Helsinki, Finland, last July. We'll see if there's any sort of trade deal that comes with China. More bad news for Boeing's 737 MAX plane. They found a new computer problem. So these planes are likely going to remain parked. Look at all of these planes just sitting out there as they've been grounded. You'll remember there were 2 crashes that killed more than 340 people. 737 MAX has been grounded since March. All right, good news for those of you who spend time sitting around at the office. You know, we've kind of been shamed about this, right? Like, oh, sitting around is more deadly than smoking. Well, now new research finding some nuance to this and saying that if you do sit around binging shows on your couch. Look at this. Who's the video of this guy? What is, he's got like bins of garbage sitting behind him. So the research says if you sit in front of the TV 4 hours a day, you're 50% more likely to suffer heart problems and die, which is bad. But the same was not true for employees who are sitting at work. Scientists aren't sure why, but they think the TV time might be worse because you're more likely to have just eaten a large meal and more likely just to kind of lock her down and not move around. They say you can counteract the sitting by exercising for 2.5 hours each week. And don't eat so much, and yeah, we know how to counteract it. How about this concert? Taylor Swift joining forces with Amazon for a new concert special. This is the lineup they just announced this morning, the first ever Prime Day concert. It'll be ahead of its 2-day sale event. So if you're a Prime member on July 10th, you can live stream this show that's got T-Swift, Dua Lipa, SZA, and Becky G. That's a strong lineup. Pretty fun. So there you go. Amazon trying to make shopping a circus and an experience and all of that. Will Target now counter with their own concert? We'll see. Chicken reigns supreme when it comes to America's fast food chain. All those cows on the billboards having an effect. Chick-fil-A takes the top spot on the American Customer Satisfaction Index for the 4th year in a row. Input from nearly 23,000 customers. The chain scored an 86 out of 100 points. That's a pretty high score for a fast food chain all around the country, right? It is 1 point lower than what Chick-fil-A got last year. Panera, Arby's, Chipotle, also high on the list. Pretty good considering how frustrating it is when it's Sunday and you think you want some Chick-fil-A and they're closed, of course. Let's get back to today's talker. It's about the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. Cole, our digital guy, is here. Cole, you love this country, don't you?
Of course.
Did you have to say the pledge when you were in school?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, we did that all the way through. I don't think we did it in high school.
Yeah, I'm not sure about high school. I definitely remember elementary
But all the way through middle school. Yeah, they still do that here in Minnesota. City Council does St. Louis Park. Too good for the pledge, huh? Mm-hmm. What do our commenters say?
People are very fired up, of course. We have Jeanne saying, I'd like to know what exactly is unwelcoming about the pledge. That really doesn't make sense. And we have Amy saying...
Well, the under God part is maybe problematic for some, and the oath, just taking a pledge, some people might not like that.
And then we have Ben saying a federal pledge is not needed for city meetings.
All right.
And we have Amy saying, I think it's disgusting. This is America. If you don't want to pledge allegiance to our country, go home.
I mean, they're already home, right? They're in St. Louis Park.
Where did you go?
All right.
Yeah, our first post on that had 1,700 comments.
1,700 comments, yeah. A lot of people just really supportive, saying, go St. Louis Park.
Not exactly.
No, that's not the feedback?
No.
It's 20 seconds, man. Like, why? Yeah. You know, it's St. Louis Park. I get it. You're trying. I get it, right? You're trying. You think you're doing the right thing.
Either way, it's controversial.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. City Council.
There you go.
Those guys get paid like $2,000 a year or something. You guys enjoy your email inboxes for doing this thing, right? That's the side effect of that. All right. In my town, we'll just continue complaining about potholes, not the pledge. That's what we're doing in Maple Grove. Thanks for hanging out with us here on the 734 from WCCO. A lot of the Twin Cities on the go. But we're here for you. We will go along with you. Thanks for making us your place for mobile news. I'll be back with you again tomorrow at 7:34. Until then, be nice to each other on the internet.